also thinking about how to improve your life, how to be more successful, how to overall improve the quality of your life, and how to make progress and so on, congratulations, you find the right video, because in this video I'm going to share with you the 10 things that I actively realized from my life, how I really improved my life, which really significantly changed how I was before and now. And in none of them I just collected from the internet or other friends. Every one of them I really practiced it, and unfortunately everywhere I made mistakes, and then I realized and I made the changes. I see that, oh my God, life is so amazing. And in this video I'm going to give it to you those 10 things that I really pay attention right now to improve the quality of life. And anyway, welcome back to my channel. Among you who are new, I'm John. I'm a founder of the enterprise and also a Chief Information Officer too. You can learn more about me in the description section, but let's stay focused right now how we can give value, how you can improve your quality of life by using this 10 tips what I really pay attention about my life. You want that right? Let's get started.
After working like last 15 years in IT field, this is what I realized. What is IT? Yeah. Sure, thank you. So let's give a big hand to these student leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give a big hand to them?
Number one, I always set up my daily highlights. Every day I want to think about what exactly the highlights I want to create end of the day. So very before, early in the part of the day, this is the thing I want. I want to be happy, or example, I want to get something done, or I want to have a peaceful person, I want to be a calm person, or I want to get things done, I want to be a more lovely person, I want to have a quality time with my friends, or having some love, whatever. I set up a daily highlights and figure to it. And one of the tools you really use you can in a computer, it's called Momentum. It's a Chrome browser. I put it in the top right corner here in the top side. You can actually download on it. It actually actively pop it up in the morning and say, hey, good morning, John. Set up your daily highlights, and you can just put on your daily highlights and you can go through over the day. So you even don't need to remember what's your daily highlights. Just set it up, and always you are in a computer, you look into it and you can crush it too. And that's exactly what I do. It's about enjoying the moments. Before, I was a very much person who wanted to make progress and want to hustle and want to make prosper. And it's so much I was being to, because that's what makes me who am I today. I could set up this big organization, group of enterprise, could become a Chief Information Officer, all the goals I made it on. But the thing is, I just realized I made a huge mistake. I was forgetting the power of now. Like an example, before I was having a coffee, but my mind was somewhere else. I've been thinking about some problems, and then I was eating food. I was paying about myself, thinking about something else, an equation or progress or any projects, any problems. But actually, it's not the way. I was actually trading off my life quality. So I start to pay attention. Power of now. When I'm eating, I'm going to eat. When I'm spending some time with someone, I'm really paying attention to the person as well too. When I'm making this video, I'm really paying attention to this video as well too. And when I'm eating a drink, I'm paying attention to the taste of the food and the drink, and that really makes me realize that life is a lot more amazing actually, because all the tastes, the smells, or love, or emotions, it makes our life much more happier, and that significantly improves the life of quality. You do that, you will see a big change. Number three, I was so much dive into the career, right? So if you hear my TED Talks, I was so paying attention about the happiness over scale, right? And I set up my level 1 happiness, level 2 happiness. So my level 1 and level 2 happiness was all about my career and progress and become successful. And this is what we have to pay attention to career. But one of the biggest thing is about, we always need to remember the career is for us. That means career is for me. I am not for the career. Because whatever is the life is going on, I am the hero of this movie. Life is like a movie, right? So I am the hero of that movie. So whatever is happening around me, my job, my business, whatever, is for me, not I'm for them. I am the key spotlight of everything and the main heroes. So I gotta remember that I cannot just having a terrible days after days, and because I just want to be very successful in my days and basically trade off every other possible in my life, It's not a great way of doing that one. I have to create the right balance. It doesn't mean that I'm telling you to be lazy, but this is more about the people who are really highly ambitious and want to be very successful, because I was one of them, and I'm probably still, but I have learned how to deal with this one. I really pay attention into it. Everything what I'm doing, those are for me. I am not for them. My job, my business, my enterprise, my speaking, everything is for me. I'm not for them. So they will not be able to dictate me what I'm going to do. I'm going to dictate them what I want to do with these things in my life. Career is the what I dictate, and I create, I take responsibility, I move forward. If you are having this kinds of hustling and struggling problem, if you just change this mindset, and you will see a big difference in your life. Number 4, it's never about the money. A lot of people getting out of these colleges, universities, and immediately they start to look about money, then how much money they have. But it's very simple. I have learned from my life, it's never about the money. I was also like young professionals getting out of the schools, and I was start to build career, start to make money, saving money. Yes, we have to make money to save money, but it's never about the money. What I'm doing right now, what is the matter most is about what's the value I am creating. Because what the bigger values and more stronger values and high quality values I will create, the money will come in exchange, because money is just a matter of communication. If you look at the real meaning of money is actually currency. It's where something a value to be current medium. So whatever is really changed my mind. Like when I was 24, 25, I realized that it's never about the money. It's about how much value I can create. To create the value, I have to build a lot of skill set. And I start focusing about how I can build more values and how I can build more skill set. And then just money followed me, and then everything came on the point. So it's not about how much money I have, what money I want to get, how big business I want to build. It's not. I want to say that how bigger values I want to do, and then to give the bigger value, I start to create bigger system. And to build the system, I need a lot of skills. So I focus about how I can build the skills. So I learned them to skill, and then it just all the thing happens. I never work for money anymore. Money, I never work for right now. I'm actually not now. It's a few years back, only like 26, 27, I never work for money. Because if you look at the people who are in the corporate, they're driven by only 2 things. One is the greed of being more bigger and bigger in experience. And number 2 is insecurity. They're always worried about, they will run out of the money. But actually, none of them is right if they just start looking into right. Probably I'll make a separate video about that one. But remember, for me, it was never about the money. Number 5, it's called window seeker and door knocker. So it's all about whenever some people want to look at go inside the house, some people just look through the window and see that what's going on in the room. If there's someone, they will knock the door. And there is another people just coming in and keep knocking every possible doors. So you can choose to this one. So I have realized that window seeker is a lot more easier one, because I can actually see the window from very far, and I can spend a lot less effort to actually looking through the window, rather than blindly I don't know what is inside the door and keep hammering each of the doors. It costs me a lot more time and a lot more efficiency. So whatever I do in my life, I always see what is going to go through there, what it drive me what, and what kind of resource what I'm going to burn it out on, what I'm going to get ultimately. And I have done it, and I changed my life. It really helped me to redesign my whole day and whole action and mission and vision. Number 6, what had really helped me out. When I was getting failed on something, when I was not achieving something, I was getting tired and was feeling disappointed and getting upset. And then one day I realized that it's not about just failure. It's a big lesson. And one of the big part of the lesson that I was not simply not good enough, or I did not really pay enough attention or effort into it. So I have to use that one as my listening of improving myself, and learn the lesson that I need to give a better effort, and then I change it, the whole dimension. So from there on, nothing is success or nothing is failure to me actually. Everything is a success. Whatever I want to do, I'm going to get it done. And it's going to be a process of journey of learning through failure. Failure is just a lesson, expensive lesson. So I really like to build on top of it on the failure, and take the success to the next level. So that's how it really changed my quality of life. Number 7, I always pay attention about lifelong learning. I'm learning at everything. Peter and me, the books, learning, any podcast, conference, even there's a lot of conferences I go, I speak, but I listen all the time what the other people are talking about, and doesn't mean that I'm going to follow all of them, but I'm talking about seeing that what the really key thing really around. But there's a lot of conferences, webinar happening right now. I cannot go, but I always tell the organizer, please send me the summary. I would love to see it. Even cannot attend that one, I would love to read that. When I like an example, I met another trainer. I see they're doing a lot of speech. I tell them, hey, what's the next speech? This is my next speech. Hey, let me know. How's the speech go? Do you have an audio? Do you have any podcast? Or do you have any particular material about your speech? Send it through, please. I would love to read. And that's my part of my lifelong learning. And if you could do this one, you will grow to someone which is going to be very successful too. And that always worked for me, and I always pay attention about it. Number 8 is called Flywheel Effect. Everything we start in the beginning, it's much more harder to do. When I wanted to do an habit, it's so hard to create an habit. When we try to create a result, it takes me so much effort to do, and I know that. It's a flywheel effect, because when I put the effort in the beginning, too much in the beginning, and then it will be much slower. Like, think about me. Like 5 years ago, basically 10 years back, I made my first YouTube channel, and each of the video was getting few 100,000 views. It was a tech channel, and it was just rolling forward, creating, and I just stopped and just started putting videos because it did not have any effort of putting flywheel, because I was getting views so easily. And then I realized that it's not about views. It's about what value I get. Like every video I create, I don't absolutely care about how many views I get. All I just care about what quality I'm bringing in. Is it the people gonna get value who are watching this video? So, and to make that values, whatever amount of effort I need, I'm gonna put it on. And I know that over time, it's gonna compound, it's gonna be really big, and it's gonna bring me a really big appreciation or thank you, or more people know about my value, and more people know about the mindset which I am really trying to promote of success in their professional life or in entrepreneurial life. Number 9, I learned how to master the boring thing, because I realized that everything you want to be successful in your life, we have to do the same thing again and again. And most of the time, the same thing is boring thing. Like an example, you want to stay in shape. So you have to go to the gym and stay healthy and eat the healthy food every day. So that's what I have learned. And I was a very fat person. I was 94 kilos of weight. And I learned that every day I have to do it. And every day I have to go to the gym and I have to do the exercise thing. It's not about a magic pill which can reduce my 30 kilos of weight. And that's what exactly I have learned to master the boring thing. And in 1 year of time, I reduced 30 kilo. And last 5 years, I'm exactly in the same shape. You have seen my old photo. If you look at in the Google and search my name, you will find my old photo, and you will be surprised how fat I was compared to what I'm looking at today. It's all about, in the same way, when I want to achieve something or achieve any goal, I have to keep doing consistently over a long period of time, and only that possible when I could master the boring thing, and I have done that mastery. I could boringly do the same breakfast because I know it's healthy. It's the same, I know that I have to give up my sugar, hunger, and pleasure to be healthy. And that boring thing gave me what I really want to get. And the 10th thing I'm really doing is called Type 1 fun and Type 2 fun. Type 1 fun is about instant happiness. It's about you want to have a sugar drink, or you want to have a sweet meat, or you want to have a Coke example, or a Pepsi, and you take it on, and it immediately goes to your brain, in your blood, and you make you happy. Or you want to go to travel, and it's like an instant happiness for a day out. That is great, but there's a Type 2 happiness is this one, where you put it to process, and you finally work really hard for that one, and you get it, and that's the happiness. Like an example, I start the morning and I go through the day with a lot of work and a lot of strategic discussions with a lot of difficult points and a lot of difficult people I deal with, a lot of strategic problems I get on and I solve it, and in the night I come back and I shoot the videos and I start to put time in editing into it, and when you go to bed and then put it on the slide, and then you reply the emails, reply the text messages from my teams, and then go to the social media and reply the message of my friends, and then finally when at midnight or 1 o'clock I'm going to bed, I feel really satisfied. Oh my God, it was a day I'm really satisfied about. That's called the type 2 fun, and I really pay attention about type 2. So these are the 10 things which really make me feel and make me fulfill my life and make me improved my day and life quality after I could fix this 10 thing, and I just shared with you in this video. If you have any question about any of this thing, and if you have executed any of them in your life already and how your result is coming, go ahead and comment below. If you have any questions or any problem about your improving quality life, go ahead and comment below. Love to answer you and interact with you. And if you have more tips to improve the life, go ahead and comment below too. I love to interact with you and probably will also become your friends. You want to improve your life? You got my 10 tips what I really actively practice in my life. Go ahead and use it in your life and improve 10x quality of your life. All the best.